Alan Quartermain Jr. Blood type.
B.
Your type is O, and my type is O. But the baby's blood type is B.
He's not mine. He's not mine.
Rick Weber's blood type. It's the same as the baby's.
You fool. You believed all along it was your baby, didn't you?
Alan Quartermain Jr.
Your son and heir.
Heir to the Quartermain fortune.
The problem, dear Alan, is that your blood type is the same as mine. Type O.
And if the baby's blood is B, guess what that means, Alan?
That you can't possibly be the father
And
of
if
my
you're
child.
not, Alan,
Then Rick is. He's not your son.
not your son, not your son, not your son, not your son.
Dr. Alan Quartermain, report to pediatrics, ICU, stat. Dr. Alan Quartermain, come to pediatrics, ICU, stat. Dr. Alan Quartermain, come to pediatrics.
No, I don't have any messages. His name is also...
No, I just checked with him.
Well, I'm sure he's in the hospital somewhere, Steve. And we want to stay close, even though the baby came through surgery, okay?
Oh, yes, it appeared that way, but there's been a setback.
Well, I thought the baby's condition had stabilized.
Well, he was breathing well, and everybody was very hopeful, but he's starting to bleed now, and we may have to transfuse.
Oh, you want me to track down Alan?
Yes, yes, we desperately need a compatible blood match, and we'll have it if one of the parents is a donor.
Okay, I'll get right on it.
I'll be in pediatrics.
Great.
Hear this for a second.
I am so frightened.
Well, you should be. When he finds out that his son needs a transfusion, he's going to want to be the donor.
I know that.
His blood type won't match, will it? Tell me.
No, it won't match. His blood type is O.
Mine is the same as the baby's type B. Here's my son.
Yes, it's your son. Steve, I'm worried, that's all.
Well, we can't wait for Alan any longer. We'll have to prepare the baby for transfusion with the most compatible cross-match available.
Dr. Alan Quartermain. Dr. Alan Quartermain, report to pediatrics, ICU, stat. Dr. Alan Quartermain, report to pediatrics, ICU, stat.
Dan Mooney, please. Dan, hi, Ann Logan. Would Alan Quartermain be in there by any chance? No. I just thought he might be talking to me about the Peter Taylor Memorial Fund. Would you? Thank you. If you see him, thank you very much. Bye. Hi, Ann. Hi, Amy. How was your day?
So I seem to have misplaced my key.
You've had so much on your mind. May I take your coat?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I called the hospital earlier this morning, and they told me at the main desk this baby came through surgery all right.
Yes, he came through the surgery very nicely.
Thank goodness.
I'm sorry that we didn't call, Stella. We should have.
That wasn't necessary, Doctor. You needed to be with your son. May I get you something?
No, thank you, Stella. I'm all right. I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to have a rest. Are you going out?
To the grocery store.
You can run along home, Stella. I shall take Mrs. Quartermain out to dinner tonight. Be good to get her away from the hospital for a while.
Well, I'm sure it will do her good.
And you needn't bother to come in early, Stella. I think that we'll both be sleeping late.
Very well. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Stella must be out shopping, and Alan obviously is known.
Well, where could he have gone? He hasn't wanted to leave his son for more than a few minutes.
Checking out, I can't figure.
No, I don't understand, right?
We have to start transfusing immediately.
The lab's running cross matches right now. You used up the available supply during the baby's surgery.
And Steve, we can't wait for Alan. I mean, and my blood type doesn't match.
Well, Alan's going to be very disappointed that he wasn't here to give his own blood.
But Stevie would never forgive himself if we delayed at his expense.
We're not going to do that.
Well, look, I'll be back soon. I'll go down to the lab and check and see how they're doing.
Fine, thank you, Steve.
I mean, you have no idea. You have no idea how I prayed that Alan wouldn't answer that phone.
You had to call, Monica. Steve wouldn't have understood otherwise.
I am terrified. I am terrified. Alan is going to walk in this door any minute.
Monica, he checked out of the hospital, obviously before he heard the page. Now, it buys us time. I will go down and donate blood in case we need a closer match.
You think you should?
I do it all the time. It'll be routine. Monica, no one will question it.
I don't know. No.
Look at me. Monica, no one will question it.
How did you feel? How did you feel when you knew I was carrying a baby and you felt that it was yours?
I tried not to think about it.
But you did.
Yes.
You did many times because you asked me if it was yours.
I fought against thinking about him because I knew it would cause problems.
I like the day.
Monica, secrets cannot be kept forever.
Frank, we gotta keep this. We have to. Alan can't know this.
You're terrified of him.
Yes. I am terrified. I have seen his jealousy over us. And that was only his suspicion. If he ever found out that he was right about it.
I know the baby does make a difference.
You want him to know the truth?
For your sake, never.
Oh, Rick, what have I done to you? When I first found out I was carrying a child, I wanted to. When I found out it was a boy, all I wanted to do was to run to you and hold you and tell you that I worked so very hard when everything inside me gives you that baby. And it was going to be my secret. My secret, all by myself, all alone, to something that I would cherish.
I tried my best not to think about him. But when he became a reality, a living, breathing human being,
You love him, don't you?
He's legally Alan's. I have no claim whatsoever on him.
What do I do? What do I do?
Nothing, but there's one thing I can do. I can donate blood for my son if I can't do anything else, if I can never claim him. My son will have to grow up as Alan Quartermain, Jr.
the way to you.
You held each other.
And our son. And I'll have the money. That's what I want, Nick. The money. You, the baby. And the money. 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 Money.
If the transfusion doesn't work, if the baby doesn't make it, we're going to have a devastated mother on our hands. You know what Monica went through during childbirth and how she lost the will to live. Well, if she loses this baby now, it'll kill her.
I know, that's what I keep thinking about.
Oh, Rick.
He's stabilizing. They're still transfusing right now.
Thank God. I was scared there for a minute.
Oh, Monica. Oh, when I saw those tears. Tears of relief, really. Oh, you've been under a terrible strain.
Well, he's holding his own and continuing to breathe normally again.
Thank goodness you were here to donate blood and that it was a compatible match.
How does it feel to give your own blood to that tiny baby?
Can't begin to tell you, Andre.
You know, Alan will certainly be relieved and grateful.
Well, he'd never have forgiven himself if there hadn't been enough blood and he wasn't here to donate. Yeah, I really don't know what happened to her.
Oh, I think it's simple enough. He obviously checked out before he heard the page and didn't know anything about the baby's relapse.
Hello, Doctor.
Hi, Scotty.
Scotty?
Bobby just gave me the news. Listen, I'm sorry, Monica.
Oh, Scotty, listen, things are a lot better right now.
He's had a transfusion and he's hanging in there.
Oh, that's terrific. Then Alan's right. The kid's a true fighter, just like all the Quartermains.
True fighter.
All right. Oh, hey, you guys, just look exhausted. You should get some rest.
We're going to do that, Scotty. Bobby, I'm going to take Monica home since no one's heard from Alan.
Oh, if he should happen to call, Bobby, would you tell him I'm on the way home? I don't think he will. I think he's probably home sound asleep.
He was exhausted when he left here. I really think it's a shame that he didn't know about the emergency and he couldn't be here to help you through it.
Yeah, now that things are okay, I guess he's better off not knowing, huh?
Good.
Good night.